join me now in welcoming the founder and chairman of India Global Forum, Manoj Ladwa. Welcome.
Thank you ever so much, Laura, for those kind words and that wonderful introduction. My team had prepared this speech for me very diligently, and they're expecting me to read out this speech dutifully, but I'm feeling a little rebellious this afternoon, if you don't mind, and I'm going to break a few frontiers along the way. Apologies for the pun. But firstly, Your Excellency, thank you ever so much for not only joining us here at the Dubai Future Foundation, but being our hosts and being such great partners. And we're looking forward to hearing from you in a few moments' time. So great to see so many old friends of IGF and many, many new friends of IGF. And that's why I decided to put my prepared speech to one side and share with you some thoughts about the IGF journey and where we are today and where I think the future lies. For those of you that are new to India Global Forum, I started it in 2014 with a very simple vision that I wanted to bring the opportunities and stories of contemporary India to a global audience, to tell those stories through the eyes and lives of Indian business leaders, policymakers, innovators, entrepreneurs. And today we have programs across the world. As Laura has mentioned, we recently were in the US with a members delegation. We had the opportunity to meet some very interesting people who she mentioned, but really to get an insight into where technology and innovation is today and where that's going for the future, and how India can play its role in connecting the dots between the great innovation that's taking place in that part of the world and in India. And today, we're here in Dubai and at this particular venue. For the last 4 years, friends, and some of you who have attended IGF know that we have chosen fancy hotels with a plush environment, lots of fancy food, and so on. I thought, let's actually go to the place, the epicenter, where innovation in Dubai is taking place. And that's why we chose this place. It is lovely. It is, but it's there fit for a purpose, to really explore those particular frontiers. And therefore, I know all of you will be here today, some of you thinking that you are just spectators. But everybody is a participant. I want everybody to contribute to this afternoon's conversations. And I know Laura, who's been a fantastic host over the last 4 years with us here, will encourage that and have those conversations. But let me tell you just a little bit about where IGF is here, where it is today, and the sorts of programs that we run. We have a Smart Regions program, where we work closely with regions around the world. And most recently, we worked with the government of Maharashtra to establish a partnership with SpaceX and Starlink in particular, to connect the most remote parts of Maharashtra through internet connectivity. That's just one, and you can imagine how lives will be transformed as a result of that last mile connectivity. Here in the UAE, we have a very, very special partnership with the World Government Summit, which is run through the Prime Minister's office here. And we run, parallelly with them, an Emerging Economies Forum, connecting Indian talent, technology with UAE capital, now UAE talent and technology as well, to look at emerging economies and markets where we can make a difference, particularly in Africa. We run a genomics program, and in particular, I'm pleased that Oxford Nanopore are here, a fantastic UK company that we've been working for the last year with to bring the most cutting-edge genomics technologies to India, and now this region as well. We run a program on pandemic preparedness. Some of us may have forgotten that we went through the most horrendous time just a few years ago. The world has moved on, yes, but are we really prepared for the next pandemic? And that's where we work with some of India's leading healthcare and pharmaceutical companies to work with governments and private sector around the world to ensure that if and when, not if, but when that next health pandemic happens, we as nations around the world are super well prepared for that. We run a Reforming Governance Through Technologies program with some of India's leading technology companies to look how governance around the world can be transformed and what can lead to better efficiencies so that the public can receive excellent service efficiently at the lowest possible cost for governments. A really, really important area of work that we're very proud of pioneering. We run a quantum program, an AI program, a defense and security program, multiple different initiatives across different sectors, all with one aim: to connect the best possible minds, to connect the best possible businesses, to connect the best possible legislators and policy initiatives, bringing them all together so that we can make real change, real impact for people around the world. That's what India Global Forum is about, telling the story of contemporary India and bringing those opportunities to a global audience. Now, those of you that were fortunate enough, along with me, to have joined the dinner yesterday evening, and you have to be a member to have been at that. I thought I'd bring that plug in, otherwise my marketing team will be upset. But no, those of you that were there, you'd have witnessed probably one of the most fascinating conversations between Nikhil Kamath, who is one of India's leading entrepreneurs and celebrity podcaster, with His Excellency Omar Sultan Al Olama, the 34-year-old AI and digital economy minister of this country, of this wonderful country. And what a fascinating discussion, a real tour de force through the future of AI, the future of work, all the way through topics that otherwise would be regarded as sensitive, such as religion and politics and how different governance models work together. It really gave us all there a real understanding, Your Excellency, of the culture of this place, the governance of this place, and blew, and I must be very frank with you, blew a lot of myths as to why and how the systems work and why they're in place in the way in which they are. That really will help these people here who are business leaders to engage further and deeper into your ecosystem. So I really pay tribute to Omar and his leadership, who I call the patron saint of India Global Forum in this region, for really leading that forward-looking look. Now, finally, going back to this particular venue. Why did we choose this venue? Because going forwards, I want to see that India's innovative and entrepreneurial ecosystem, its startup ecosystem, connects with the very best around the world. And that's why the programs that you will see in the venues that we found here, okay, the accelerator programs, the growth programs that are going on, the innovation that's going on, sometimes just 2 innovators are here in some of these different hubs. And I don't want to steal your thunder, but I just want to tee this up. They're the people that we should be talking to. These are the hubs that we should be participating and taking part in, so that the technological bridge, and it's a fancy subject, fancy topic that keeps being mentioned, these technological bridges between countries, can really be strengthened and nourished for the benefit of not only our 2 great countries, but across the world as well. So I'm absolutely committed to ensuring that the partnership now between the Dubai Future Foundation and India Global Forum goes from strength to strength. And with those words, can I now invite His Excellency, the Deputy CEO of the Dubai Future Foundation, to say a few words.